Okay.
All right, I think the recording started. Yep, that's the intro again. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Immortals at Infinitum.
Wasn't even
I have
funny.
burps in the
That wasn't
intro.
funny.
Last session, last session, some stuff happened where goblins showed up and did some goblin things. You know how those goblins be? They be goblining. You guys went into a tower, met a wizard, killed an elephant in the streets for no reason. Yeah, I think that's basically it. Before we start, though, yeah, whatever. Before we start, though, let's do some RP questions.
Whoa!
Yes.
Whoa. Big mistake to do that before the session. Big mistake.
Yes. Okay, so, let's start from the tippy top. Eugene Schmitz. I guess abuse can go.
You change your tag, bro.
Or he's eternal. I'm Mal'Ganis and I am a turtle.
Ooh,
Only real ones get that.
I know.
I don't either.
I'm a fake one.
Griff.
What's up?
If there's what is your character's most like what your self-described best attribute be?
His generalized knowledge of history.
Okay. He's got deep pockets for his history. Okay. Tyken.
I would say bravery.
Bravery?
Is yeah.
What? Speak on that. Because I could see the history thing from Griff. How are you brave? I guess I guess you did climb the tower on some retard shit. I mean, sorry, YouTube. I meant YouTube. I meant stupid shit. Sorry, YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, YouTube is fucking retarded.
Well, it's probably more that he just wants to be brave. Like he wants to be like a famous hero, and he's always looked up to people like that. So he strives to be brave, and he thinks
He was brave, bro. He
makes the
shit.
brave choices. Yes.
Word. All right.
Yeah, I felt very brave when I took a bullet or a fucking arrow in the back of my goddamn head.
Arrow to the back of the knee.
The bravery really shined through there.
Yeah, of course.
Ugric.
His curiosity.
Curiosity. Speak on that.
He desires more, whether that be material possessions, or fame, or knowledge. He wants to know. He wants to see everything. And it leads him to sometimes good things, but also sometimes bad things. Like he was curious what the potion would do, so he threw it. And turned the elephant invisible. But could you imagine?
Nope.
If it was like a fireball potion, huh? It would have been pretty cool.
But alas.
If that were a fireball potion, you would have accidentally dropped it and dropped a fireball on all 6 of us.
And Volkner, what is your self-described the greatest attribute?
It's the creativity or ingenuity.
Speak on that, man. Speak on that.
Testify.
Well, just like his desire to want to create and invent, he doesn't really want to take more out of the world than he does bring things into it.
Word. All right, cool. And so, with that concluded, we will now pick up where we left off with you guys exiting out of the buzzing tower. Oh, one thing I would like to add as well for this session. There is a strange plague going around the city. Everyone sort of sounds like they have a head cold. So if you notice any of my voices have changed, it's because there's a plague going around. Where everyone just has runny noses and just kind of stuffiness. So just yeah, I'm just that deep into character right now.
Hell yeah.
Okay, we'll begin where we left off. You guys are exiting out the buzzing tower after having negotiated a successful barter with the High Wizard of Hearth.
Grand Wizard,
Might
if you will.
He can also be high if he wants to. Oh, inspiration for whoever remembers his name.
Oh yeah.
Adonis.
No.
No. Laurent.
Yeah. Fuck.
Mariah. After negotiating a successful exchange, you gave him nothing and you took the soup. You exit down the steps. You exit out the front door. Griff says it tasted like heaven, and as you guys remove your gaze from Griff, you then see you're being encroached, perhaps encircled by perhaps 20 or so guards with their shields up, spears drawn, and they're slowly approaching you.
Oh, what seems to be the matter?
You're gonna put your weapons down. You're gonna drop to your knees, and we're gonna take you in for questioning.
Questioning of what regard?
Let's
Yeah,
not
that's
play
wrong.
stupid here. We all know you have something to do with what's going on around this town. And the man who's saying this is a gruff-looking dwarf. He's in the center. He's in the center of this like shield wall approaching you, and you can see his auburn hair kind of peeking out from behind the shield. Now, do we have an agreement, or are things going to get a bit rough?
Go talk to your man Lawrence up there. He's
We-
the one behind it all.
We will deal with Laurent later, but for now we must take you in for questioning. If you say you've done nothing wrong, then you've done nothing wrong. But we must question you and get to the bottom of this.
And we'll happily come along.
Very well, sir.
Sure. I'll lay my sword and bow on the ground.
Now please, drop to your knees, and we will make this as painless as can be.
Okay.
I'm assuming everyone
You'll place a
agrees.
spear in the ground.
My character doesn't have knees.
Yeah, drop my mace.
Character doesn't have knees.
I'm gonna need an exception for this, sir. I can't. Well, let's just kill him. Beat him to death with hammers.
Oh well.
And the dwarf will motion for one of the men to start collecting your weapons. Now, I'm going to ask this once, and I expect honesty. Are any of you adept with the arcane or magical sorts of things?
No.
No magic.
Alright? Well, just so you know, because we're all about honesty, right, boys? When you are
Yeah.
brought to the questioning room, any sort of attempt on magic will result in quite a painful shock. I say this for your own sake. Do not attempt any sorts of arcane or magical abilities, but if you wish to test out my word, then feel free. It will come at a cost. And with that
Okay,
being
okay.
said...
Ice knife!
And with that being said, he will turn around, and each of you will be escorted by 2 guards each, one at left and right shoulder behind you, and you will be paraded through the city. You guys are at the Arcanist District right now, and you guys are going to be led to, it seems like you're heading southeast, towards the river. Sorry. Duffy. You're heading southeast towards the river, and eventually you find yourself stopped in front of this building with like made out of stone, like dark gray stone brick building with like almost like angled on the edges of it, at the edges of it, are like angled like spikes almost, but they're kind of smooth and rounded off. Eat like these. I'm not doing it. Fuck. Just imagine it's kind of like a little spiky looking building. Okay, thanks. Made out of like stone bricks. Okay. And he says, "Well, welcome to where you'll be staying for perhaps the next day or so, assuming everything checks out."
Day, you said this would be quick.
"Yes, very expedient. You should see some of the rot that we have lying in this building."
Thanks, I guess.
"Fine times. Now," he opens up the doors and he motions for the men to bring you in. And as you guys walk in, you can see that the exterior which was a gray dark stone. The interior is almost like an ivory stone with reddish accents on the bricks within. There is a gray carpet that sits on the floor, and it kind of goes all the way down this great big hallway. On either side of this hallway, there are multiple doors every like 10 feet or so. "All right." And as he's leading you, he will stop at one of these doors. He will open it up, and he will tell the guards to bring you in. And as you enter into this room, you see it's a very large room, and any of you who are more attuned to the arcane, to the magical, you'll notice as you step inside this room, it's almost like you're kind of entering a veil, like piercing a bubble. Kind of envelops you, and then when you step through a little bit more, it kind of pops back out on the other side, and you kind of feel, I wouldn't say maybe slightly suppressed, your arcane and magical abilities. And you'll see the dwarf is standing at the door. "Now you're just gonna have to wait here for a bit, and we'll get to the bottom of this. Thank you for your cooperation. It is being noted." And he will shut the door.
Well,
This
lovely.
sucks.
Yeah. First time? He looks around.
Yes.
I just figured I'd ask. Kind of excited. Yeah. You know, it's exciting. First time I've been in a jail cell. One for the history books, you know?
You've
No.
been in one, you've been in a ball.
Sounds like a man with experience.
Not everyone happy about war.
What about you, Doctor?
Makes sense.
Griff?
Sorry, I don't know what you said. You said, "What about you?" I didn't know you were talking to me. What'd you say?
What about you?
Have you been in a jail cell? Basically.
No. I've not been in a jail cell before.
Can I insight check that? Can I see if he's lying?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Are we not
First
allowing
time for
insight
everything.
checks on party
Huh?
members?
No.
Are we not allowing insight? Oh.
Know any games? I imagine we'll be here a while.
No. Ugric will start doing push-ups and sit-ups.
Boring.
It is first time I can give a tutorial. When you get to Yard, fight biggest one you see. Unless Volkner biggest one you see, then fight Ugric.
I don't know if we'll be seeing the yard. I hope not, at least. Kinda.
They can't keep us in here for days. No food, water.
That doesn't mean they'll let us out of the cell, though. Could just mean they open the door and give us food and water.
No, actually, I do know a pretty good game.
Oh.
It's called the Quiet Game. We all sit down on our hands and use a bit of time for meditation. Yeah.
Oh, I'm the best at this.
Faulkner always wins. When do we start?
No.
Like right now?
Is he out?
Question about rules not count?
I was like, sit down and face a corner, I guess.
Okay. As you guys are participating in the quiet game, let's say about 30 minutes or so passes from the onset of you guys entering into this room, and you hear a rattle. You hear a rattle at the door, and then the door opens, and in walks two men. One man is heavily armored in chain. You can see he's freshly coming from outside because with his steps there's a little drip at each one. And then the other one is the dwarf from before. All right, gentlemen, have we had some time to get our stories straight?
I mean,
Yes, sir.
Very good. I'm going to ask you one by one. Very important questions. Starting with you, Orc. You ready? What is your name?
Faulkner Breakbed.
Occupation?
Artificer.
Alright.
Artisan. I don't know what am I supposed to say here.
You could say adventurer, artisan, whatever you want to say, man.
Oh, right. Artisan.
Artisan. And your craft is?
Blacksmith. Tools.
Very good. You? Big man, Goliath. Name?
Ugric.
You got a last one?
My what?
You have a family name?
Oh, Stonehand.
Occupation?
Adventurer.
Like you? Human? One with the... dressed as a father?
Griff.
Riff.
Not important enough to have a last name, sir.
Very well. We don't choose our backstories. Now, occupation?
Traveling priest.
And, your trade?
Gospel.
And you practice under the saint of?
Charon of the Lamp.
Very good. And last?
Tyken Strife.
Mm-hmm.
What's other questions?
You haven't been paying attention, kid.
Occupation.
Adventurer.
Adventurer. And you are all traveling together because...
Safety in numbers.
Very well. All right. You're free to go.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Wait, what?
Yep. Free to go.
All right.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I'll walk out the door. Or start going towards the door.
Oh,
Not the
one final thing.
most exciting print.
If I were you, I would perhaps invest in some sort of identification. It doesn't matter in these cities, but if you want to get into any of the bigger kingdoms, it would serve you well to find an identification card or papers, anything of the sort.
How much would that cost?
It'll cost you 10 gold pieces each to get you registered.
Okay.
Do I have that?
Cost of doing business in these parts. Adventurers and the like, we get plenty through here. They run amok, they make a mess. The papers help keep them in line, track them down.
Oh, is there an adventuring guild here?
Of course there is.
Oh, we should go see it.
I agree.
And one final tip. Try and keep your head down next time.
We helped though.
Of course you did. That's why I'm letting you off easy.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Thank you. We never got your name.
I'm Sir Bronzebeard.
Thank you, Seb Bronzebeard.
Nope.
He like walks up and gives him like a handshake.
Nope, hands off.
Oh, well, all right. It's kind of awkwardly shuffles out of the room.
And so what might be collect our belongings?
They will give it to you on your way out the door.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
As to you, father.
I'll leave.
Okay. And as you exit out the room, you can once again feel the bubble sort of envelop you and then dissipate. And any sort of magical powers that were restrained from before now feel free. And you guys make your way down the hallway. As you do, you can see the hallway is, I wouldn't say hectic, but it's definitely a lot more energetic than it was when you first entered. People, guards, other sort of couriers and such are running from door to door. And you can see eyes are on you, but it seems people are preoccupied with some other news. And you guys make your way down towards the door. And as you're about to leave the door, a man approaches each of you and returns back your items.
Thank you.
Just better still all be here.
Sorry, what was that?
Much is
said
better still all be here.
Absolutely, it is. It is. And the door opens for you, and you are now on the outside of, I guess you guys are in the Hydra's Farthing, if you want to know where you are on the map. In the Hydra's Farthing, one of the guard posts along the inner wall is stationed here, just alongside the river. And the day is yours.
You said people were preoccupied with news. Is there, can I like,
Is like a news
eavesdrop?
board?
Yeah,
Oh,
or that.
or that too.
A news board?
Yes.
Or like a town crier or something, like the
Crier. Would there be one nearby? This part of the town is definitely a bit more reserved in just appearance. You can see that the decorations that were very present in the Throne District and that part of the town are definitely a lot more toned back here. There's not a lot of people walking around, perhaps due to the presence of the guard post and the large station of town's guards. But you do perhaps look quite closely for anyone who seems to know what's going on. And you see a person kind of standing nearby by a well, not a well, sorry, steps leading down to the river. And he's kind of he seems like he's perhaps contemplating something rather important. And who was someone want to approach him?
Sure, I'll walk up.
Okay.
What's bothering you?
Well, sir, a lot is bothering me.
Hmm.
Why do you ask? No, I'm not interested.
I wasn't selling.
Oh, so
I was
you
just
buying?
curious. Well, maybe. Depends on what.
Well, what do you want?
What do you have?
You see,
Oh, the sounds of commerce.
I think we've walked into a strange sort of business deal. I am but a man.
Ah. Then, as a man to another man, my question was, what is bothering you?
And the answer is the same. A lot is bothering me, but who are you?
Name's Strife. I'm an
Nice.
adventurer.
I've seen your kind. They come, they go.
This is true. But we might be staying.
I hope not. Not in this dreadful town. That would not be very good for an adventurer like you.
I do have... I doubt you would know about this, but I've heard of rumors of a city beneath this city.
As you say this, his eyes immediately kind of... He was looking at you. His eyes kind of flicker away for half a second, and then they return. But you can see that the stare, the gaze behind those eyes has definitely shifted. Has definitely changed. Yes.
Would you happen to know about that?
No, I wouldn't.
How does 5 gold sound?
5 gold. For what?
I think you know what.
He'll lean in. If I were you, I would stay away from that city.
No can do, partner. Just a location, an entrance.
He'll look around. He'll look left. He'll look right. He'll look up. He'll look down. He'll look all around. Listen. There's multiple entrances within the city. They're lost. Sometimes they come up found. The best bet for you? The river. The river's far deeper than most people think it is.
And there's a way in from the river?
The river runs deep. A ravine in the land. It cut a hole in Faerun itself. Beneath this city, Hearth, there was another one.
Have you been there?
Of course not, I'm not a fool.
I'll hand him the 5 gold.
Your change.
Well, it was a pleasure doing business.
Of course. Now, if you can, please leave me to my thoughts.
And I will.
So
I
what'd
don't
you
know what the
learn?
others... Okay, yeah. Well... You know those rumors? The ones of the city?
The
Beneath
one
the
the
city?
prisoners were going crazy? Oh, beneath us. Yeah, yeah.
I may have an entrance. Maybe,
Seriously?
if we are to take this man's word. But something tells me he's speaking truths.
You hear that, Volkner? We're gonna go on an adventure.
Aren't you just so excited? Oh, first real adventure.
Volkner?
I said yay.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
I said yay. I said yay.
What about
Okay,
you,
let's go.
Griff?
Yeah. What do you think, Griff?
I suppose we should probably find some evidence to corroborate whatever you learned from this madman by the river. Maybe check out the Adventuring Guild
It's a
that
fair
we
point.
heard of earlier.
Probably a good bet.
Could we also figure out why everybody in the prison was going crazy?
That does
Ah,
seem like it could need investigating.
I'm going to the Adventurers Guild.
Wait, let's just go pull a guard over real quick, please.
Let's catch up.
What?
You guys go figure it out. I'll just meet you at the
Oh,
adventure.
he's a solo adventurer now. No, that's okay. No, it's okay.
All right, we're gonna have to end the campaign there because I have to run a different session now.
No, I'm just going to the Adventurers Guild.
No, you stay with us.
Fine. Boring.
He's just gonna go find a guard in the city.
You could, if you wanted to approach a guard, there would just be one posted outside the door.
Perfect. Perfect. Hey, buddy.
You approach
what's your
the human guards stand posted outside the door.
Ugric looks at him, towering over him. Hey. Excuse me, sir.
I am trying to watch the post. What is it you need?
The prisoners and other guards in there were going crazy about something. Did something happen?
Yes, something's happened.
What is it?
Well, have you been living under a rock, or have you not really done anything with your day?
We were inside the prison all day. We had to speak to the guards.
Well, surely you're aware of the fact that earlier this day, people would go back to where they were, perhaps a few hours ago, and then it happened again?
Oh. It happened again.
Right, it happened twice.
It happened a bit more than that.
Oh.
But, we were the ones who stopped it.
No, I believe it only happened twice.
It only happened twice.
Oh, okay. Was that it?
What do you mean, is that it? The thing that caused that is still out there. We're searching for it. Have you seen anything?
It was
Okay, I'm sorry. You cut out for quite a bit of that. We're talking about the time lapse, right?
Yes, I'm talking about the time lapse.
Well, no, we did stop it. It was
No.
a goblin trying.
No, you did not. We've captured that goblin. He said there was 2 elements. He was to deliver the soup, and he also had a flask. If the soup was to be ruined, as he says, then he was to crack the flask. He says the soup was delivered to the wizard, which was promptly drunk by someone else, and he says the flask was lost. Have you seen this flask? He claims it to be a bright blue. See-through,
No.
perhaps the size it would fit in your palm.
No, we're actually the ones who apprehended him, and he didn't have it on him. So no.
Hey, Ugric, let's finish this conversation now, yeah? Have a good day, God.
Keep an eye
Let's
out
go
for
to the
flies.
Adventuring Guild.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, thank you.
If you see or hear anything, please report it to your nearest guard's post.
Yes, sir.
Or thanks you.
I give him a salute. Are we going now?
Unless anybody
Yes.
would like to ask any questions of shit we already know.
I just wanted to make sure. Okay. I thought there was some juicy news. Damn.
I apologize.
Worked up all over a time loop, those guards.
I mean, can you
Yes.
blame them? I've
No,
never
I
seen a
can't
time
blame
loop
them.
before.
Well, I mean, I have. But yeah.
Well, you've read about it, no? But that's different.
No, he's a reincarnation of Thrakus.
No, it's exciting, but I don't know. I just wish there was something cool. Okay. Can we please
man.
go check out the underground whatever? The lead you
Dude.
got, Tyken. Please.
Yeah, we will. Adventurers Guild first, though. I just want to make
Okay.
sure, before we dive into a river and drown ourselves on the tip of some random stranger on a river bend.
Sure.
Not very heroic.
Yeah, sure.
You ask around where is the Adventurers Guild, and everyone points you, saying that the Adventurers Guild is in the Crystal Scepter Burrow. It is very hard to miss, for it is surrounded by magical blue orbiting like spheres that kind of envelop and illuminate that the great hall of the Adventurers Guild. The hall of the Adventurers Guild is called the Circling Hall, and yeah. And as you guys make your way towards the Crystal Scepter Burrow in search of this Circling Hall, you can see that the streets are being patrolled quite heavily by guards who ask everyone that passes by if they've seen or heard anything about this bright blue flask. Some even approach you, and I'm assuming you would tell them that the answer is no, perhaps, that you haven't.
Riff.
Unless I'm just assuming.
No, I've not seen it.
Very well, thank you very much, sir. Thanks you. And they'll continue on their way until you find yourself sitting at the foot of the circling hall, and you can see these spheres that are probably about the size of maybe let's just say they're like skull sized. I can't and they kind of bounce up and down slowly, like a jellyfish, surrounding this hall. And you can see that the hall is made out of like a complete like an oak wood, with large like tree logs forming the sides. Outside of the hall, you can see a large gathering of people, sort of clustered in groups. You can assume that these are other adventuring parties. Some gauge you as you walk up, kind of scoff at you. Some look you up and down, perhaps impressed by your stature, but for the most part, they seem kind of indifferent to your presence. They've got other stuff going on. Adventurers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you guys doing here at the circling hall?
Well,
Quickly, before we go in and say things, I think it should be best that we just ask around first, and not specifically ask if people have heard exactly what we've heard. Because if everybody all of a sudden knows what we know, then we'll be flooding in the same thing and
Okay, well, how about you
sharing with
take the
more
lead
people.
then? You take the lead. How about that?
Sure, sounds great.
There we go.
I'd like to walk in. The Adventurers Guild.
Okay. As you do
inside,
so,
is there anything?
oh, go.
Sorry, go.
No. What are you saying?
Oh, no. Yeah, is there anything that I just would like to go somebody who works for the guild as opposed to just people who are guild members?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
As you enter in, you can see that you're greeted by a very large room. On the within the room, it's like the I can't remember what they call the ceilings. Whatever. It's
Vaulted?
yeah, exactly. Yes, it has vaulted ceilings. And then on the walls, you can see mounted trophies of different slain beasts, varying in sizes and exoticism. From just your average, perhaps big cat, up to perhaps what appears to be a dragon skull.
Oh shit!
And as you're kind of taking in this room, you can see that there's a large amount of chatter, kind of abundant. People sitting at nearby lounge chairs and couches made out of leather. And you can see kind of gazing at you intently is a elf sitting behind a desk. He's in one hand he is writing down something, but his eyes are completely stuck on whoever entered in first, Griff.
Sure. I also like to. I walk in, still in my priestly attire, and with my lamp in my hand, unlit. Yeah, and I'll walk forward and I'll just walk straight up to him.
Can I help you with something, Father?
Yes, my friend. Me and my compatriots back there have heard of some sort of underdwelling beneath this city. We're just coming here to figure out anything that may already be known.
Every adventurer wants to delve deep into the city of Hearth. Sorry, the Undercity of Hearth. Yes, there's many entrances said to be within the city, but that is other people's property, and we ask kindly that any who wish to pursue this venture do so with kindness for the denizens of Hearth.
Mhm.
Is there something in particular?
No. It's the chapter in which I belong sent me out here because well, deep underbelly helped to get a bit of a light underneath. Um, yeah,
I
just want to
see.
do some good in the world, so.
Of course, Father. Are you registered with the guild?
Not currently at this moment, no.
Would you like to be?
If this necessitates it, then yes.
If I'm to speak officially to you, then yes, I would have to have you registered, and any of your party, if you have one, Father.
Yes, I have 3 more with me.
All right. Did you guys go in with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Are they the ones back there?
Yes, sir.
The elf will motion for you three to come forward.
Walk over. Namaste.
Greetings, welcome to the Circling Hall. It is my understanding that you wish to be registered as adventurers.
Yes, and we would
yes.
also like identification.
Of course. I will have to charge you an extra gold piece, but just so you know, the papers work for both. Any officially recognized adventurers guild will accept these papers, and any city or perhaps kingdom that has stricter border crossings will also respect these papers. It will come to a total cost of 11 gold each.
I
Alright.
can swing that, I guess.
11.
Is this
How about
feasible?
6?
Is this doable?
6.
6. I am sorry, my friend, but these are the guidelines that I must follow.
8.
I do not participate in barter. If you wish for papers, then it will be 11 gold.
10 is as high as I will go.
Well, then I am afraid, my friend, then unless someone else wishes to volunteer a gold piece, then your papers will have to be on hold.
I'll just like shoulder tap him. This one's on me.
All right, I will take your gold here. He will pull out a drawer sort of thing, and he'll place it down on the desk in front of him.
I hand him fuck, 23 gold?
23.
Or no, hold on, I can't math.
Nope, too late.
The fuck?
Too late.
Nope, 22. No,
Too late.
21.
No,
No,
it would
what?
be 22. It would be 22. It would be 20.
Sir, how
No, it'd
are
be-
you
it would be-
multiplying
it-
something
no, it
by
would be
2
12.
and getting odd numbers?
No, it would be 22. It would be 22. It would be 22.
It would be 12. I hand him 12. I hand him 12.
He beat the final boss of the math dungeon.
Oh my god.
Not my ass watching my party pull out 25 pieces of gold. Then he hands him 22. He says, "Wait, sorry, 23." And he takes back half of it to give him 12.
That also happened in game. My character's retarded.
The Adventurers Guild does not make any judgment calls on your personal intellect.
Like, coins not my thing. Counting them at least.
And if you wish to be an adventurer, I would suggest getting that rectified.
Yeah,
Does everyone hand over their gold?
yes, I do.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you very much. And then he'll sort of go through the process of getting you registered. And by the end of it, he'll hand, after perhaps maybe 10 or so minutes, he'll come back and he'll hand over a stamped leather card.
I wanted to RP the DMV paperwork. What the hell, man?
I apologize. He'll come back and you'll hand over a stamped leather card with all of your info on it that you had given him. And then
Not an organ donor.
not an organ donor, okay? You will not be allowed to get into. You will never be allowed to get into Illyria. They only accept organ donors.
Oh!
In fact, you have to donate an arm and a leg to get into Illyria, is what some rumors say. And then he'll also hand you a paper. He'll tell you that the paper is just a receipt, perhaps, of this transaction.
Won't be needing that.
Now, if you need anything else, please ask. But if not, there is a board on the outside of the hall that people will come and register any sort of needs, quests of the sort. If you need lodging, there is an upstairs to the hall. We can accommodate you for a few days, but we do ask that you do take kindly to your fellow adventurers, and you do not set up shop for too long.
I do have a question.
Yes?
Are there any gunslingers?
Within the guild?
Yeah.
Of course there is. Is there someone in particular you're looking for?
I'm sure my character would know this. I don't know this. Are there any like legendary gunslingers that have been like, or like, famous people, famous gunslingers?
Famous. Are you asking? You're gonna like mention one of these names?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Let's say there's a couple that come to your mind. Let's say there's one that's called the Green Ranger, and then there's another one who just goes by the Lonesome Gun. And you ask him about both, and he says, "The Green Ranger, huh? And what would you want to do with a type like him?" The answer is no to him. The Green Ranger is not allowed in any sort of guild. But I do remember hearing about the Lonesome Gun. If I remember correctly, he was further up north. In the, I think the, what do they call it? Shoot. I can't remember the name of the place. It's a sanctum or whatever. Let me go to the... There's a place up north. Anyways.
Gotcha. So they are real?
Of course they're real. Any myth worth their merit has at least some truth behind it.
Well, why exactly isn't he allowed in the guild?
Yeah,
The
that's
Green
also my
Ranger.
question.
Why? Yeah.
There is ill rumors circling him. If they are to be believed, he is a murderer and a ne'er-do-well. The Adventurer Guild at least prides themselves on their civics. Well, at least any officially sanctioned guild.
Makes sense. Huh. I was like, walk away. Excited.
Okay, and you guys are now officially registered. Oh, and the place he was talking about is Winter Sanctum. Winter Sanctum.
Gotcha. I will write that down.
The last known sighting of the Lonesome Gun. He has no idea where the Green Ranger is. Alright, what are you doing?
Winter's, sorry? What?
Winter Sanctum.
Winter Sanctum.
Sanctum, okay. I'm going to just kinda try and eavesdrop for people talking about the Undercity.
We huddle up before we deal with this.
Sure.
Okay, everyone, let's see if we can glean some information about the Undercity, huh? Be subtle. Do not let them know of our tip from the guy, okay?
Roger that.
Griff,
I'm here.
okay? Faulkner?
Yes.
Okay, let's split up. Be casual.
Oh, Tyken, one last thing.
Yeah?
You did not have to pay for Faulkner. I practically had Elf by the balls. I owe you one.
Sure, buddy.
You're this close, man. So close.
Keep bartering.
You will get the deal of a lifetime.
So funny.
Okay, you guys split up, and you guys what? Just kind of like hanging out near other parties, or
Yeah.
just sure. Okay. Let's. Can everyone roll me a d6?
Easy 6, let's go.
Like a /R D6.
Fuck.
Four, 1, 2, 4. Okay. Sure, that works. All right. So let's just start from. I'll try and run this down as quick as I can. Mr. Tyken and Volkner, as you guys are sort of doing your best to stay casual. You guys both end up coming to a very large group that is gathered near the board, near the adventuring board. And you can see that there's someone talking at the center of this group, and it seems people are paying attention to him. It is a man with a white, or like almost ivory white armor with blue ribbons sort of trailing around him, and he has like a scarf almost made out of this cloth encircling his neck. And on his back is a bow, and as he looks around, he raises his hands and he says, "Now, out of all of you, who wishes to get a hold of that flask first?" And
Aye!
And almost everyone there is like, "Of course, I'm going to find the flask. It's going to be me, not you. I'll find the flask and I'll be the most famous adventurer of them all." But then the man sort of laughs to himself and he says, "Well, if you wish to find that flask, then you're going to have to beat me to it. And guess what, fellas? I know where it is." And then as he says that, he immediately sort of poofs into a cloud of smoke, and then lying at his feet is a piece of paper. A bunch of people kind of lunge for it. Would you guys like to try and lunge for it?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but I would like to pay specific attention to try and discern who gets it. I just want to.
Okay. Oh, you're on the
make sure
outskirts of
that's
this?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
want to die for it. I just want to pay attention.
Okay. Roll me a whatever check you would think would work best at trying to dive for this paper.
Trying to die for this paper.
I'd have disadvantage on, but 25.
25, a 20. Anyone else? I guess it's just you
Also,
two,
that's
yeah.
a nat 20 too. That's a.
Oh,
nat
true. It is
20.
a nat 20. All right. You know what? Volkner, maybe another day that would have been good enough, but unfortunately, man, you're just a bit too slow on the uptake. But you know who isn't? Tyken Strife. Tyken Strife, you lunge for that fucking thing like a linebacker on a loose ball, and you come up on the ground, and in your hands you feel it. You know you have that paper in your hands, but someone is trying to grab it. Can you make me a contested strength check?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I gotta tear the page shreds.
Not great, man. That is not great. And unfortunately, you have the paper, but then someone takes it out of your hands. From the outskirts, Mr. Griff, you see Volkner and Tyken dive for this, and you're almost sure that you know Tyken grabs it. But can you roll me a perception check?
Liar. Motherfucker.
He whispered it to me. But if you
Okay.
want to know what he rolled,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not
oops.
great.
Wait. I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll. I'm gonna re-roll this.
Okay.
Come on, please, God,
Pop off.
please. Hey!
18. All right, yeah, and you know exactly who has it. The man who had taken the paper from Tyken's hand is a shady, sort of seedy-looking, human. He has like greasy black hair. He has like a cloak on him, like a
Sounds
yeah, like a
familiar.
stained sort of leather cloak on him, or leather tunic with a with a cloth cloak over him. And he grabs the paper and he tries as best as he can to sort of immediately sort of get away from the large crowd of people unnoticed. But and he would have been successful if it was for as long as it. He would have been successful if it wasn't for you, Griff. You notice him trying to slip away as Tyken and Volkner are currently being dogpiled by a mass of people trying to get this paper.
Sure. I will. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and follow that guy.
Okay, and Ugric, as you were sort of sleuthing about trying to find the whereabouts of the any sort of entrance or way to get to the Undercity, you kind of happened upon this small group in a corner nearby, talking amongst themselves. They seem to be a bit more. The group outside, they were a bit more rambunctious. This group seems to be a bit more grizzled, a bit more. Yeah, just a bit more grizzled. A grizzled group of adventurers that are talking amongst themselves. And you sit down, and they don't seem to mind you sitting down. And they're just talking amongst themselves. Until one of them brings up the events of the day, the flask. And the man who brings it up, the man who brings it up is a halfling, and the halfling sort of half-handedly mentions it. But there's a woman at this group, and as he says the events of the day, she says, "Well, have you heard the rumors? The guild has it." "No, not our guild. The thieves." "Yes. Well, I'm to believe what I've been told. The thieves have it. They pocketed it off that goblin or so, and they've been running amok. I mean, what can you imagine what a guild of thieves can do with something like that? I'm thinking it's best if we perhaps leave this town for the time being and perhaps migrate. Winter's coming as it is." Is there anything you would like to say or do? Ugric?
Where would the Thieves Guild be exactly? Well, I'm sure if you knew that you would be there, but do you know where they're rumored to be?
Of course I know where they're rumored to be. They live beneath the city.
Hmm. Oh, the fabled Undercity. Okay. Well, do you know how to get there?
Listen, Han. I've been doing this for quite some time. That Undercity, it's a mess. It's nasty. I'm not saying you're not cut up for it, but what I am saying is, if you delve down there, there's a good chance you come back up with nothing, if you come back up at all.
I'm fine taking the risk.
Of course you are. You young adventurers always are. Now listen, I'll tell you this, but I expect you to keep it private. I don't know why I trust you. I don't know even... But someone
Maybe
once
'cause I'm
gave
so
me...
tall?
No, it's not that. But perhaps because someone once gave me a tip such as this, maybe I'll pay it forward. You wish to gain access to the Undercity of Hearth. Simply make your way to the Traveling Barrow Inn. Ask for Luther.
Luther, okay. Traveling Barrow? It, I am a newcomer in the city.
Oh, trust me, love. I noticed.
Could you point me to where that is?
Absolutely. It's just outside of the city gates. On the
Yeah.
hang on, sorry, I was not on the right map. It's just outside of the city gates, by the slate market.
Thank you. What was your name again?
Leandra,
Yeah, nice to meet you. Well, thank
may
you.
I get your name?
Ugric Snowdan.
Well, perhaps we'll hear more of each other in these coming times.
I hope so too. All right. Well, thank you.
Pleasant travels, and stay safe.
We'll bang, okay?
The inspiration.
Fucking guy. I was about to say that he's being such a gentleman too.
Wow, not all men. Not all men. Oh, never mind. All men. All men.
All men, all men.
I had to.
He had to. He had to
All
hit
right.
him with it. All right. And so, with you recovering this information, Griff, you said you were going to trail this shady-looking guy?
Yeah.
Okay. And you see that he is sort of making his way towards the exit of the guild hall. Are you going to try and cut him off before he leaves, or are you just gonna let him go? Just follow him,
Did
like Assassin's Creed, like follow him outside.
when he took the piece of paper, where is it? Did he keep it in his hand? Did he put it in like a bag?
He tried his best. He tried his best as he could to sort of be nonchalant as he could, but it seems, as best as you can gather, that he's sort of pocketed in his vest, on the front of his vest.
Sure. I'd actually like to walk up and try and stop him.
Okay. As you go to stop him as he's about to leave, you manage to catch him just as he's about to exit the door. He turns around. He goes, "Yeah, what do you want?"
He says, "Hey, son, what's your name?"
What are you getting at? What's happening here?
Listen, just a traveling priest trying
Yeah.
to do a little bit of good, and I look into your eyes, I look into your eyes, son, and I see something.
Yeah. What is it?
You seem hurt.
Well, my pockets are hurting. My stomach's a bit tight. Yeah, I think I'm hurt. Can you bestow me with one of your divine gifts, Father? Perhaps a couple of gold pieces will do.
You know what? What's your name?
Why do you need my name, Father? We're not friends. We'll never meet each other again after I leave through this door. If you don't mind, I think I'm going to leave.
I'll take out 2 gold pieces, and I'll say, and I'll start rubbing them together, and I'll say, son, what is your name?
Eyes never once leaving the gold pieces in your hand. Fine. My name is Walt.
You have a last name, son?
Never earned it.
Well, then we have something in common. I'm gonna take my coins, and does he have like pockets on his pants?
You look at his pants, and the only thing you see is a massive bulge. But other than that, is there's like perhaps one pocket on his left side.
Okay, sure. I'd like to walk forward, and I'm going to, with my right hand, with the coins in, I'm gonna put it into his pocket, and with my left hand, I'm gonna bring him for an embrace. And at the same time, there, as this all is going on, a lot of hectic motion happening around him, a lot of sensory input on his body. I'm gonna try and take the paper out of his vest pocket.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand.
Come on, God, please, God, please, God, please.
Please, Charon.
Motherfucker!
Okay, and this will be
Wait,
against
I would like to use my
his...
luck.
Okay, go ahead.
He's re-rolling. He's re-rolling.
Let me know what you get. I'm looking.
Woo!
What did he get?
22.
22.
22. I don't even think it matters, but let me double check. Because I think he actually has a negative penalty against his perception, so I don't think he would even be able to beat a 22, let alone a 20. Yeah, he has a -1. Okay. All right, cool. And as you go in for this embrace, he kind of resistant to it the entire time, but not resistant enough in where it counts, because you reach into his vest pocket with the deftest of hands, and you pull out a paper. You kind of slide it into your palm, and you leave the embrace. And he says, "Thank you, Father. I will say that was rather kind of you, but I must be going."
Yes, you got a long life ahead of you, son. I'll bring his head in, I'll kiss him on the forehead, and I'll let him go.
Damn saints. And then he'll turn around, and as he does, you can see he takes the back of his hand and he kind of wipes it on his forehead where you kissed him. Okay. So you have the paper in your hands. Tyken, you went to go grab this paper. You missed. Or you got the paper, but you lost it.
Yep.
But Volkner, as you go to grab this paper, you're immediately sort of dogpiled by, I don't know, perhaps 5 other adventurers, clad in their own gear. Can you roll me a Constitution check?
Uh-oh.
Death by
If I
dog
die
pile.
from being crushed by all these people, I swear.
15? That's actually just perfect, man. Meets beats. And as you go to grab this paper and you get dogpiled, a bunch of people jump on top of you. But luckily, perhaps due to your orc heritage, but I won't judge. I won't judge.
Feeling judged.
You're able to sort of not immediately get your wind knocked out of you, and you sort of roll to the side as best as you can, pushing and shoving random people off of you. And as you stand up, you can see that below you at your feet are, I don't know, around 10 or so people just fighting over who even knows what at this point. And amongst them, you see a Tyken who is currently being buried and almost sort of put in a chokehold, if you would, by what looks to be a gnome.
Well,
You can see that you can
off me!
you could hear the gnome sort of squeaking on his back.
I know you have it. I know you have it. Give it, you bastard. Give it to me. Give it to me.
I don't have it! I don't have it! Let go! Ow, you're hitting my hair! Ow!
Me that paper, you motherfucker. Give me paper or die.
I don't have it. Let go of my hair. Please.
Would you like to do anything, Volkner?
yes, I charge toward Tyken to try and grab and remove the gnome off him.
Sure. And you can see the gnome is currently preoccupied with strangling Tyken, so you're able to kind of grab him pretty easily. And as you lift the gnome free of Tyken, for a brief moment, it feels like you're about to die as the combined strength of the gnome holding onto your neck and being Volkner pulling the gnome off of you. You can sort of see the stars fading. You can see the stars kind of fading in your eyes as the darkness encircles and encroaches you as you enter into that dark tunnel known as death. But the light returns. And you turn around and you can see standing in front of you is Volkner holding a gnome in his left hand, sort of above his head, kind of looking at you and the gnome.
Put me down, you bastard, or I will kill all of you. I am the most powerful wizard in all of history. I am God. I am him.
It will eat you.
I'd like to see that. I stand up.
I'm actually really busy right now. I will be going. Please
know
put.
how a god tastes.
No, I didn't know who I was talking to. I apologize. I am a humble god. But it would be in your best interest if you remember the name. For I am speaking. For I am Tina.
Volkner, would you say salt or would you say pepper?
Pepper.
Pepper?
With a side
Okay.
of special steak sauce.
I would
Ah.
please put me down. I apologize for what I said. I have a very rough upbringing. My family was very abusive. It is inbred into me rather dark characteristics. Please, I am sorry.
So you are tender. Don't need to crush the meat if already broken.
Ah.
Please, I am so
Seared or
sorry.
grilled?
Please,
I prefer medium rare, but have no problem eating raw.
I like it. Let him go.
Be on with your day, little god. I put him down.
Tina, the grand god of all that is and will be, forever is thankful to you, my most devout worshipper.
I see you again. I'm cooking you with garlic.
Ooh, sounds good.
As you say this, the little gnome kind of turns around, puts his hood up, and retreats into the crowd. You two are standing there. Griff, what are you doing?
I guess I'll just watch everything happen, and if everybody's paying attention to the dog pile, I'd just like to take out the paper and read it quickly, and then put it back.
Okay. As you take, what languages do you understand?
I know Common, Elvish, Orc, and I guess Thieves' Cant, if that matters.
Okay, actually, it does matter.
All right.
And when you look at the paper, you can see on the paper is something. It appears to be written in Thieves' Cant, but a blend of Thieves' Cant and strange symbols. The parts of Thieves' Cant that you can understand are as follows. Here, actually, I'll write it out. So any like I'll put like any blanks or whatever, like, underscores or whatever will be the parts and symbols I that you don't quite understand.
Show.
Sure. Thanks back there, Volkner.
Oh, no problem. I do
Check
not
it.
eat living. By the way, it is a horrible stereotype.
Guys,
I-
I figured something out.
What happened to you?
I think I know where we can find the. Coming closer.
I leaned in closer.
There you know where we can find the thieves. Really? But where? This woman pointed me towards a tavern outside of town. And she's not a whore. No.
Actually, kind of looks fucked up now that I sent it. There's a big gap. There's a big gap between follow. There's like a medium-sized gap between it will be, and then veil, and then there's another big gap between veil and dark.
Okay.
Kind of shortened it for whatever reason.
Be unveiled, Dark Mistress.
Okay.
We have to go to the. There's an inn outside of town. Ask for Luther. Tell him that Leona sent us.
Why the Thieves Guild?
It was Leona, right? Or was it something else?
No, it wasn't Leona.
What? What was it?
It wasn't Leona, dog.
What was it?
I don't know. You're
Liana.
gonna need to roll me a
Liana.
fucking. It wasn't that either. You're gonna need to roll me a fucking like history check or some
Oh.
shit.
Okay, here's history check for her name. Fuck me. Oh, 19.
19. It was Leandra.
Leandra.
Ah.
Alright, we gotta talk to Luther.
Leorda.
Tell him. Leandra sent us.
All right. Sure. I guess we find Griff then.
Yeah, where is he?
As you look around, you can see Griff sort of leaning up against the wall on the near the entrance to the hall. He has a. It seems he as you do so, you see that he kind of he pockets a paper.
Oh, Griff! Think I found us a lead.
Sounds great.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Oh, one quick question I would like to ask about the paper.
Yeah.
Although I know I don't speak whatever the symbols are, am I able to recognize at all what language it is? Like I can't.
No. The symbols. Yeah, no, it looks like it's like it doesn't look like any language you've ever seen before. It seems like a more personalized sort of
Like a cipher.
Yeah.
What was the paper? Is that the paper?
Is a paper. What was that lead?
Ugric?
Oh, the tavern, this way.
I'm gonna kill you. This motherfucker is pissing me off.
Spoke to Lady of the Night. Got lead at Thieves Guild.
She wasn't. Stop saying that.
Alright,
He told
let's
us.
go to
to
Leona, guys.
Ray Liotta.
Let's go.
You guys exit from the guild from the circling hall. You exit from the circling hall, and you can see that the sun is perhaps. It's not quite evening, but it's getting pretty close. Perhaps by the time you make it to what's the name of the inn?
Oh my fucking.
Leandra.
You were lagging. I'm sorry. What question did you ask?
What's the name of the inn that Leandra told you?
Sorry,
to
you're still lagging. Yeah, let's just go to the inn. Yeah.
It's the one that fucking the cart driver also was going to.
Nope, it's
like
not.
the. No,
It's, green something.
no, it's like the
Agree.
wheelbarrow inn or something.
Oh, the traveling burrow.
Traveling bro?
The Traveling Barrow Inn. Okay.
Traveling barrow.
The one that your friend Willie went to is called the Broken Saddle. That's on the
Ah.
southern part of town.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to the traveling barrow because Leandra told us to talk to Luther.
Okay, cool. Thank
You get
God.
that
Me
shit.
when I'm learning English.
Thank God we've got that all figured out. Anyways, it's not quite evening, but you kind of guess that by the time you get there, it will be evening time, which means the inn will be rather busy. Perfect time for an inn. And you make your way through the city. Once again, sort of similar vibe as it was before. It seems like the festivities of the day have sort of been soured by the fact that people aren't exactly sure if what happened before is going to happen again. Guards make their way up and down the streets, looking everywhere as they can for anything that looks out of sight, looks out of character. And eventually, perhaps, I don't know, I'm not going to give you a time because I don't even know. But by the time you make it to the, what inn?
Traveling barrow.
Nice. By the time you make it to the Traveling Barrow Inn, you can see that the sun is setting, and where you are on the. You guys see the map?
He's black.
So black.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
it's-
it's black.
Is black? Oh, it's because you guys don't have tokens. Just
no.
put your token, and then you should be able to.
Help,
I'm on
okay.
there, but I can't
I put-
see.
I put my token. I still
I
can't
still don't
see.
Because you guys don't have vision enabled. Hang on.
Help.
Is that on our end or
Yeah.
yours?
No. I mean, it can be on your end, but I'll just do it real quick.
I'm in the walls. I'm in the walls.
Where's the
I can't move my guy. I'm in the walls.
Oh, what the hell?
He's in the walls.
Can everyone see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
It actually
Cool.
blocks line of sight for pillars.
That's
It's
pretty
kind
cool.
of cool.
Okay, and as you make your way towards this, hang on, let me get my in music. Fuck, I did it. I missed the cue. The stage cue.
Y'all have fun though. I got a train to catch. Oh, shawty, it's your birthday.
We gonna party like it's your birthday.
Who sings the song, Evan?
It's just a day
Ain't
of,
no fucking way.
it's the day of just fact checking.
Ain't no
Uh,
fucking-
Charlie, it's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday. I don't even know, brother. I don't know.
You don't even know, brother?
That's insane.
I don't even know.
That's crazy. Paige.
That's actually kind of crazy, bro. You ain't no brother of mine. Who you?
That's 50 Cent, dog.
Um,
He's in the club. Bottle full of bub.
To abuse, one of the worst bots I've ever known. All right, there you go.
Like to make a song request to
I just got angry.
playing Nathan's in Paris.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, gosh. Sorry.
And as you make your way towards the Traveling Barrel Inn, and you can see it, you make your way outside the city gates. The guards are now starting to ask for papers, and luckily you have papers and sort of some form of identification. And they glance it over real quick, and they're like, "Okay, yep, on your way, on your way." Where was it? Okay, yes, and the inn itself is outside of the city. And you know it's the inn almost immediately because there is a large amount of people sort of gathered outside of it. And they're sort of, they seem to be having a rather good time despite the events of the day. It seems the festivities may have died in the city, but here they are going strong. And you manage to sort of push your way into the doors. The entrance to the inn is here. Let's just put you guys. Yeah. Who is? Stop moving, you fucker.
Sorry. No longer moving.
I'm gonna renege all of your abilities. Okay. Okay.
Please.
The entrance to the inn is kind of where. Is this Tyken?
Yep.
Okay. The entrance to the inn is basically where Tyken is. That square, this is where you guys get in. Okay. And you can see the entranceway seems to be like a general sort of like people piled their waxed cloaks here, anything to sort of keep themselves warm and stuff that they don't want on them while they're in the tavern is placed here. Just kind of sporadically. But it does seem that weapons and the like are definitely allowed. There was no one to stop you. If you guys have been in some inns, there will be people who kind of stop you from bringing weapons in. But it seems like this one's a bit more rowdy, a bit more open to weapons. So there's no one to stop you, so you're able to bring everything on. And when you get into the inn, you can see that there is a large amount of people sort of, enjoying themselves. You can see that manning the bar up front are 3 bartenders. They seem to be working rapidly to try and keep up with the upcoming requests to celebrate the Day of Ascendancy, which is on its last legs of the first day of the what do you call this day?
Let me consult
Crown
the
Day.
thing.
Crown Day of what month?
Hammer.
What year?
1,000.
999, dummy.
100,000.
Nope, I said 999. Okay. As they're celebrating the 999th year coming into fruition. It's the calendar's named after Ali, not Thrakis. You can see that there is not a lot of room for you guys to walk through, but what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go to the
Stabbing
bar.
Ugric. Oh,
You don't have to. Why you gotta be mean to me, bro?
because you're you.
Okay. You guys wait here. I'm gonna go talk to Luther. Or find Luther.
He's gonna find Luther.
He's gonna find Luther.
And you sort of saddle up to the bar.
He's very tall, so you can kind of just, aura people out of the way. You know what I'm saying?
Roll me an aura check.
Aura check? Fuck. His charisma's actually very low, okay? But we're gonna nat 20 this shit.
Most autistic
Yeah,
Goliath the world has ever seen.
Guy doesn't pay attention to when the people are talking to him. His character rolls like shit. Fuck you!
Monk autist.
Okay. You saddle up to the bar, and you motion for the bartender to approach. He does. He comes kind of saddling over, and he has a pointed sort of look on his face. Yep. You got a flask? Any sort of mug? Ain't good.
No, I'm looking for Luther.
Excuse me?
I'm looking for Luther.
He looks to his left, and then, one moment, sir. And then the human will walk. He'll walk over to one of the bartenders, whisper in their ear. He'll look over at you, point. The bartender will give him a nod. And then the same human will walk back, and what's your name?
Ugric. Leandra sent me.
Good. All right. Go wait in a corner somewhere. Someone will come talk to you.
I'll be at the end of the bar. He'll sit at the far end of the bar and he'll be as nonchalant he can.
Okay. What are the other three doing?
Oh. Is there perhaps a game of darts?
Sure.
Throw
You
it
want to
in
play
there.
darts?
Yeah.
Okay. You notice perhaps at the back, the opposite corner of the room from where you are, there is a wall, sort of right here, that people appear to be throwing darts at. On this wall is a sort of haphazardly painted dartboard, and you can see that there is a ongoing sort of duel, and it seems a lot of people are paying attention between these two people. And you watch as it's an elf and a human that are sort of challenging each other. And you watch as the elf sort of lines up a throw, lets it go, and it lands just outside of the the bullseye. And then the human steps up, and he stares down the elf the entire time, and he kind of watches him, and then he closes his eyes, throws the dart, and it lands dead center. The entire crowd watching. You can't move your token. Let me give you access to it. The entire crowd watching, sort of like goes crazy, and the human simply just kind of shrugs, and then holds out his hand for the elf. The elf kind of grudgingly takes out a few silver coins and puts them into the human's hand. The human thanks him, pats him on the back, and then puts it in his coin bag at his side. Anyone else who wants to give the old champion a go?
Me. 1 gold.
1 gold.
In the house.
So quick to lose your life's earnings, aren't you, sir?
No, I just have confidence in my skills.
Very well. May I get a name for the would-be loser?
I'll look around. Best remember it. Tyken Strife.
Well then, Tyken Strife. I will allow you, first, or shall I go? Up to you, sir. I am a most gracious winner.
Winner goes first.
All right. Now, pay close attention. Take notes. And he'll take a dart in his hand, and he'll go to throw it, and lands bullseye. He'll give a sort of mock bow, and he'll step aside and motion for you to take your turn.
Can I while I was watching him, can I see if there's any funny business going on?
What is funny business to you, man?
Cheating, I guess, some sort of like magical dart or some sort of magnetic something. Something like that.
What do you roll me an insight?
13.
13. Okay, 13. And you watch him very closely, okay? And as he throws the dart, honestly just kind of looks perfect, man. His form, everything about it just kind of looks spot on. As far as you can tell, there doesn't seem to be anything fishy. He gives you a smirk.
Good throw.
I've seen better. I've thrown them all.
Just like my icon, the character has a white bandana, and I will cover my eyes with white bandana and throw the dart at the bullseye.
Okay. Roll me with the disadvantage, dumbass.
What's the retard doing?
Watch this shit. Watch this shit. I got
roll
this shit
with
on me,
roll
bro.
with disadvantage.
I got this shit on me.
At just your dex with just dex, whatever your attack roll would be, whatever your attack roll of like throwing or something.
Okay, so it'd be 1d20 plus 5.
Disadvantage.
Yes. Roll this twice. Okay.
Okay. At first, some of the crowd was like, they kind of give you oohs because you put the thing on, and then as you let loose your dart at the board, as you let loose your dart at the board, you immediately hear some scoffs, some laughs, actually a large amount of laughs. And then as you sort of you kind of pull down the bandana, you can see sort of standing in front of, just off to the side, is the human who's kind of looking at you with like a quizzical look. Is this some sort of comedy act, sir?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'll walk over.
And as you look at where your dart landed, you can see it's basically, it actually didn't even embed itself into the wall. It bounced off of it because when it's such a weird angle, it's just lying on the ground.
I just wanted to see if there's any possibility I could even do that. Turns out I can't. Here's your gold.
Well, sir, I must say this is one of the strangest encounters I've ever had. I will give you a tip for, well, you gave me the gold, and in exchange I will give you something of value, perhaps. Maybe you will find it of value at least. I have heard that there is a traveling circus that will be stopping in town soon. I think within the next coming weeks or so. I suggest enlisting. You would make a perfect, might I add, a absolute perfect act. The town fool? Well, look at you. You're a regular old... I couldn't even possibly say. You're incredible. Now get out of my way.
Faulkner will challenge you.
Good luck, bud.
Those are the craziest game of darts, 2 throws.
After that one, I just kind of gave up, bro.
I mean, you gave up, so I mean, like, I was gonna roll more, but like, you gave up.
No. After that performance, I ain't trying to fucking.
You gotta quit while you're ahead, you know.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
I would like to, on our way over here, I would like to have changed out of my my priest.
Okay.
Since we're going into it.
You're on this night out on town. You're not in the.
And I will put my armor back on when we walk in, before we come in here.
Okay. Sure. Volkner, you step forward and you throw your gauntlet down. Well, are you some sort of a follow-up act? It'll be a tough one to follow.
I am the man that will get your gold. You first.
God damn.
A gold for the gold.
Gold for gold.
Very well, very well. Shall
If
I go,
possible,
or will you?
You first.
Sure. And it's bizarre that I even has to ask such a thing. Will this be a best of one, or shall we do the usual 3?
3.
All right. Some of
I
these
can't wait to
people.
sit here and actually play a game of 305 darts. Or whatever it is.
All right. Sorry, did you say you wanted him to go, or you were going to?
He goes first, but I was asking if I could use insight when he throws it to see if anything funny is going on.
Sure.
I also want to yell. I want to fuck
Okay.
up his throw.
Okay.
I want to try to startle him. I like hit his table or do something like that. Something
Okay.
just like whenever he goes to throw.
Okay. He's going to throw the dart. And as he lets loose the dart throw, you watch as it sails almost perfectly, and it hits a bullseye.
Oh my goodness.
Once again, he sort of claps, and he bows to the crowd who is gathered. Insight, yeah, roll. 19. And I guess at the same time as Griff yells, or did you yell, or what would you prefer to do?
I would like to yell out like almost like an encourage, like "Hey!" right when he does it. I just want to try and
Okay.
scare him.
As you do this, you can you watch as his form sort of shakes a little bit, but you watch as, despite like the apparent sort of just slight enough to your eye, Volkner, your trained eye, you watch as his form shakes just enough that it would almost certainly mess with the trajectory of the dart. Just watching his hand and the way that when the dart leaves, but you watch as the dart sails almost perfectly straight into the bullseye.
What is this? Magic or an enchantment?
I don't know. You rolled insight. It looks like your best guess. Something is going on here. The man will turn around and he'll gaze at behind him.
I'd like to pretend to act drunk, belligerently.
Luckily, gentlemen and the ladies, he'll give a little smirk at a few ladies standing nearby. A trained professional such as myself cannot simply be perturbed and disturbed with such a weakling, such as that back there. But either way, the show must go on. Your turn, my orc friend. May you fare better than the one before you.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a
Alright,
dex.
Dexterity?
17. And it was a great throw. It's a great throw. No one's going to take anything from this throw. It's great. But it just doesn't compare to the one before it. It's on the outskirts of the bullseye. And he looks at you and he kind of gives you a little shake of his head. And he's like, not bad, not bad. But let's see. This is the rounds where it starts to count. And he'll take center. He'll take center again. And he'll prepare to go throw his dart. Anyone like to do anything?
Could I do another insight check, or is it like one and done?
I mean, you already know something fishy's going on. Is there something else you would rather do?
Oh, is there not like more I can learn from this situation?
What are you suggesting?
Like seeing how specifically he cheats. All I know is that he like vibrates and moves his stance.
The only reason he like vibrates or whatever is because Griff yelled. That's why it looked like it left his hand funny, or it would have left his hand funny, but it still sailed straight from his hand.
Can I walk up to? Well, no, I wouldn't know that. Never mind. Never mind.
Do you think it's
I-
magical?
What about the surrounding area? Can I use like insight on that?
How about this? Next time he goes to throw, or next time he gets prepared to throw, roll me an Arcana check.
All right, yeah.
Also, as he goes to throw, I'm gonna stand up, and again, intoxicated, and get close to both of them while they're up there. And right before he throws, I'm gonna trip into him.
Okay. And you can see the entire crowd sort of seems intent on watching him throw, so they don't really pay you any mind as you kind of lumber forward. And he goes to throw. Did you roll? Can you roll me an Arcana? Volkner?
It's near the top.
15. Okay. And as I will make you roll for this. Okay. As he goes to throw, Volkner, you watch. And before, your first thing was to get a measurement to see if something fishy was going on. But now that you know there's something fishy going on, it's time to see if this fishiness has a magical tint to it. And you watch as he goes to throw, and at the exact moment as he goes to throw, Griff, you come stumbling forward, and you essentially kind of just lay into him on his side. And he falls down to the ground, and the entire crowd kind of gasps and kind of yells, "Hey, that's not fair!" But as you kind of are laying, or not laying on him, but kind of catching your step as you catch your step as you kind of bounce into him and then stumble away, you look up and you can see that he kind of has fallen over, but the dart has once again landed perfectly in the center of the dartboard. Well, what can I say, ladies and gentlemen? True talent can overcome any sort of adversity. And he glares directly at Griff. Volkner, you definitely know there's something magical going on here.
Oh.
Well, I'm 2 for 2. I'll be generous and I'll say you're 1 for 2. Or you're 1 for 1. But these are the moneymaker rounds, my friend.
Yes, the money maker.
And you can see he's kind of shaking a little bit, but the game's a game. It's time to play.
Alright, I get ready, get in the position to throw the dart. Would I be able to make a quick turn around and throw it at the guy instead?
You can do whatever you want, man. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. What would I have to roll for that?
The exact same thing you've been doing. Just roll me a dex.
Oh, fuck.
10. And unfortunately, my friend, that is not enough to hurt him. But the second you turn around to throw the dart at the human who's kind of standing there with his arms crossed in front of his chest, you do so and you throw it, and it sticks directly in his leather vest, and he immediately draws his blade, and 5 other people draw their blades at the same time. Now, what exactly was that? I'll give you a few seconds.
Cheated trickster.
You do that? Give me one good reason not to flay you, orc.
This tavern, one good reason to rip you to shreds for taking their money. You schemed, you tricked them.
Says who? An orc? Why don't you walk off back to Dreamland?
What are the five other people? Like, are they? They look rather well equipped.
I mean, they're just wearing like just kind of basic gear, but they have like sort of either like short swords or scimitars.
Do you think we could take them?
You three?
I've moved on over to the bar. When I tripped over, I'm not with these bozos.
Like, Ugric and Griff jump in?
Ugric is waiting over the bar.
I would like to. I'm not like directly in line of sight with him, and I'd probably over here watching. I'd like to pull out my longbow and draw it at the guy, not shoot. Hey, let's settle down.
At this time, a very large circle is sort of formed, and people are kind of, you can see people are kind of getting amped up. Like this is kind of what people come to this bar for. Like this is a rowdy bar. This type of thing is not unusual. It's almost in fact expected.
I call out to him. I say, "Hey, let's settle down. Now this time I'm not blind. This arrow's aimed right for your head. Now,
I'll take
let
my
friend
chances.
go.
He'll take a step forward. Now, I think it's best if you leave.
I think it's best if you return their money.
Faulkner, drop it.
They knew who they were getting into, or what they were getting into.
How about this? I'm not a good darts player, but I bet you my arrow could hit that bullseye. If we do, you drop it. We leave here. You give my friend a gold.
Why do I care if your arrow can hit the dartboard? This man attempted to injure me. I'm a star player, baby.
Star cheater, but sure.
I'll ask you this one more time. If not, things will have to get a little bit rough. And trust me, my friend, if you throw darts as well as if you shoot arrows as well as you throw darts, then it'll be rather quick. So you have at least that to fall back on.
You don't know my name, do you?
Is this where you go on to say your name and, what? You're no one.
That's wrong. Wrong.
Well, out with it. It's clear you have your own little play written up. Go ahead, say the line.
I am Tychon, the legendary gunslinger of the West.
A gunslinger without a sword. And as he says this, he's going to step forward. Roll me initiative.
Fuck. Okay. I was trying to fucking bluff my way out of this. No.
Yeah, you did a real good job too.
Thanks. It's not my strong suit. There you go.
Sorry, I have to kill this. I have to kill this because there's elephants and goblins in this turn order.
We have to roll again?
Yeah, roll again.
Griff, get in here. We gotta do this.
I don't know why my ass has to pay for their retardation.
It's the party, bro.
Sorry for their
Well-
stupidity. Sorry, you do.
We're all stupid together, okay?
We retard and for justice.
Called retardation. We retard here.
Is anyone else's screen like gray?
Might
I
be
don't
your.
think-
I don't think he has
focus
vision on
settings.
his token. or he had.
Oh,
and
it's because
they
you
don't
have a new
it no
token.
longer.
Yeah, it's because you have a new token.
Okay.
Damn, how many bandits?
I said there was
Brother,
5.
he said 5. He said 5. I don't know what you guys are
Damn.
doing.
I wasn't trying to fight, bro. I was just trying to get him out
Yeah,
of
so you
here.
pulled out your weapon because you didn't want to fight.
But yeah, because he was gonna fucking kill that guy because he's not gonna back down. So I was trying to fucking.
Classic
Yeah, let him
de-escalatory.
die. Yeah, let him die.
All right, everyone, let's calm down. Pulls an arrow from his back, or pulls a bow from his back and knocks an arrow, points it at him. Come on. Classic de-escalatory. Kyle Rittenhouse.
Except our guy wasn't even running away.
Kyle Rittenhouse, but instead this time he just like walks in and starts shooting people instead of running away.
Our Daniel Penny.
True. Okay, whoops.
Oh, dude, they're in the perfect position for ice knife, bro.
Actually, yeah.
Oh my god, wait, this is fucked, because this is, okay, I'll just, it's fine, don't worry about it. No, it's just annoying because, does this work?
Showing up on the turn order.
You
I'll
have
just
to
tell
click
you
on your
guys now.
token and then hit click initiative here.
Oh, my bad.
I let your token and click initiative. Just to let you guys know now, so we don't get surprised a little bit later on, I am attacking you.
Okay, it's very annoying. These are, for whatever reason, it's not letting me, because of the new fucking
Roll
character
initiative
sheet,
with a-
because of the, oh wait, no, maybe this might work. Okay, this doesn't work. God damn it. Okay, this will work fine. It's gonna be kind of scuffed, but we'll do this.
Bob shouldn't have to see this.
Oh,
I'm so sorry, Bob. I'm so sorry.
Bob.
We're in his tavern, bro.
I must have missed that
He
one.
matched us up against worthy opponents.
Oh, is this some fucking Hearthstone?
Yeah, it's Hearthstone. Get Hearthstoned.
Get Hearthstoned on. Hearthstoners unite.
Okay. Things are about to get wacky.
This is all to scale, right? For the squares?
Yeah, should be. Wait, actually, is it? It should be. Yes, it is. It is. And just to scale. All right, cool. So let's say which bandit is this? Okay. So 3 of these bandits, or sorry, 4 of these bandits are just kind of random guys, who appear to be sort of aligned with the lead guy, who is here. I'll put a marker. The lead guy is this guy. I'll put a thing on him. He has a red circle. Can you see the red circle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 4 of these guys just sort of seem to be aligned with him. They jump up immediately, drawing their blades as this is all going on. But the first guy to go, which is also the main lead guy, he is going to step forward, and he is going to slash at you with his scimitar.
With his Holy Avenger. What?
Nice. I can't roll dice based in Roll20 build.
Based in Roll20 build.
Dumbo.
+3 on this. 6. He misses. I'm assuming. Okay, as he steps forward to slice at you, his blade kind of cuts right in front of your head. And you hear the blade kind of whiz by. All right, go ahead. Your turn.
I'd like to swing with, stow my longbow, draw my short sword.
Can you do that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
In these rules.
Okay.
And then I will swing with short sword. Using Vex, I I don't know if I have to pre-claim that, but I think that's what we're doing. I have to see if I hit for it to do anything. Obviously, where's the fucking thing?
Oh, and if it matters, you guys have taken a short rest. In the cell, you took a short rest. So if this matters at all,
Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, 1d6 plus 1. 8 damage, and then I will use Vex.
Oh, are
if
we
you hit
using
a creature?
We're
Sorry.
using what?
I'm autistic. I just interrupted you. Please continue.
Okay. If you hit a creature with this weapon and deal damage to the creature, you have advantage on
Yeah.
your next attack roll. Oh. Before the end of my next turn? Okay, yeah. So that's what I do.
So your turn.
Yes.
Yeah, as you cut into him, you cut rather deep, and he sort of steps back as he looks down at his chest, and he almost kind of shakily stands, but as he does so, he kind of grunts beneath his throat.
Oh, you're so fucked.
Go ahead, Mr. Oh no, this is Bandit. This Bandit now. Okay, this Bandit. Does it look like you're going to step in and do anything, Volkner, or is he going to kind of? What are you doing, Volkner? What I'm asking at is, does this guy have a reason to attack you, or is he going to just try and apprehend Tyken?
For the sake of myself, I think he might just go after Tyken.
Right. Okay.
I'm stepping in a fight. You should fight. Fight, Nathan.
I would just like to say he started off. He was like, "Hey, give these people their money back." The moment he got the slightest bit of pushback on that, he went, "Nah, you can kill him, bro. No, it's actually fine." He was like,
All right. Can I change my mind, or is it like too late?
Let's say the other bandits. No, fuck it. No. You gonna step in? You gonna do something? Because he's right next to you. That's all. That's the main reason I'm asking. He's like eyeing you and eyeing the one guy, or eyeing Tyken.
Yeah, I'm stepping in.
All right, you're stepping in. All right, time to die. 18. 18. E6 plus 1. Three damage.
I was worried I'd die there for a second.
As the bandit kind of immediately draws his blade, watching as his the leader kind of steps forward to fuck with Tyken, and he immediately kind of upswings at you, and he cuts into you, dealing 3 points of damage. It is now Mr. Ugrik's turn. Ugrik,
All right,
standing
y'all-
across the
y'all-
bar.
Y'all are not ready for this shit.
Standing across the bar like the cool guy is, sitting in the corner waiting for his rendezvous with a Mr. Luther. You notice that your friends, well, your adventuring companions for the time being, have stepped into some sour business. What are you doing, buddy?
As soon as you see this, he immediately springs up from his stool, immediately runs across this table right here. Boom, boom, boom. Ice knife right
As he
here.
jumps off the table, sending Ice Knife flying.
Right here. On that one. Okay, let's see if this hits.
Shouldn't you do the center one?
I can't. There's no line of sight, unfortunately. I can't get a line of sight to this guy right here. So it's gonna be these two guys. Okay. So that hits him, and here is. They both have to roll me a dexterity saving throw,
Dex save. They don't have any
or else take
things.
12 damage.
What do they have to beat?
14. These two right here.
One passes. Let's say that the top
passes.
one passes.
Let me see. Do they take half, or do they just avoid all of it? Let me see.
The next one fails.
Okay, let me see if it's half or all. Real quick.
Okay.
Boom. I'm not done yet.
The one that fails, the second you send Ice Knife flying, are you sending it at someone in particular, or are you sending it at the ground? How does Ice Knife
Just right
work?
here. Ice knife, you throw it at a target, and no matter what, even if it hits or misses, it explodes.
Okay.
And they have to roll fix.
Okay. Let me know when you find out.
Okay. So this one takes 4 damage no matter what, and then the one that succeeds takes no damage. The one that fails takes 12 damage.
So
Excellent.
the one that succeeds takes 4 damage. The one that fails takes 12 plus 4, or takes. Oh, I see. One that succeeds takes 4. The one that fails takes 12. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Uh,
well,
Yeah.
no. The 4 is the primary damage, just from like the knife hitting them. I'm
Mhm.
talking about the explosion.
Yeah. The explosion. The
oh,
explosion. The explosion doesn't.
Nope, I
You
get
take
it.
no damage.
Yeah, if you succeed,
you
you take
succeed,
no
you-
damage from
okay.
the explosion. But if
Yeah.
you get hit by it by the primary attack, you still take that damage.
Okay, the one who gets hit by the explosion, he sort of sees you coming, a big motherfucking Goliath running across the table, and he's able to sort of slightly duck out of the way, and only gets partially hit by the ice knife and covers himself well enough to avoid the shrapnel explosion of it. But his friend standing behind him does not welcome the same, or is not being welcomed in the same manner. He takes the full brunt of the explosion, and almost immediately you watch as the shrapnel from your ice knife impales him in such a way that it leaves him standing lifeless as blood kind of comes pumping out of his throat as he kind of holds on to it, and he falls down to his knees in a pile of his own blood. He is dead. You have killed this
All right.
bandit.
Okay, and then we're not done yet. We're gonna flurry of blows. He's gonna step in right here. He's gonna swing twice on this bitch.
With advantage? Flanking?
Oh, yes.
What are we doing with
flanking?
this?
Flanking's not a rule anymore.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
And I don't think it ever really was. It's not. It's not in the new DMG, so or PHB. So,
First strike. Second strike.
Why are you rolling twice?
It's flurry of blows. I get 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Well, I guess you rolled 4 times, I should say.
Oh, that's damage. The
One's
second roll is
damage
damage.
rolls.
Oh,
Yeah, you can enable if no matter what you can enable it, so damage always rolls
I see.
in the character sheet.
I see now.
First one misses. It kind of he sees this all happening, and he manages to avoid just in time the first hit. But him dodging the first one leaves him wide open for the second one, and you strike him directly in the sternum, and he kind of falls down to one knee, gasping for air. And is that all you would like to do with your turn?
Yep, and to recount, he sprung up from his stool over here.
He was
ran across the
waiting. He
table,
was waiting for this shit to happen.
ran across the table, and as he was doing a flip off the table, threw an ice knife, hit that guy, and then punched this guy twice.
Hell yeah.
End turn.
Okay. So I would like to recount the events of the last turn or last couple of turns. This guy is dead, or at least did the process of being dead as he bleeds from his throat. This guy is minorly wounded. The guy above him. Do you guys see health bars for these guys?
Mm-mm.
Do you guys see any green bar at all?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
No.
I'll change that later.
See one X'd out of
Actually,
red.
because these are weird character sheets, I can't really do it right now. But we'll just pretend like I'll mark him. This guy is the green guy is hurt for 4 damage. This guy is hurt for 8 damage, and seems very wounded. He almost seems like he doesn't really want to play anymore. The red guy is very hurt. Doesn't really seem like he wants to play anymore. Leaving just this guy at the bottom, who seems to be in good condition. Abraham Lincoln, what are you doing?
My guy doesn't look like Abraham Lincoln.
It looks like Abraham Lincoln, bro. You look
He
like a
does
whole
not
ass
look
like
penny.
a penny, bro.
You
He
look like a
looks
whole
like
ass
a
penny.
Does not look like a penny. Anyway, I go over and attack Rick.
I mean, you could. I mean, from where your vantage point, it kind of looks like the fella's got this handled.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
Just drink at the bar, bro. We got
What's
this
everybody
shit.
else doing in the bar?
They're all cheering it on. They love this shit.
Interesting. No, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I come here and I'll take the main bandit guy.
Okay.
So. Sorry. So I'm going to attack twice with my dagger. Daggers. This is the first one. What the fuck? Does 6, and this does proc
Just so you know, when you take out the when you do hit him with this one, you do hit. You.
And I would like to say, if I
how do
reduce
you
him to
want
0,
to?
I'm
Yeah, I
not,
was gonna say because
I'm
you're
not
gonna
killing
reduce
him.
him to 0. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm
would
not
you
killing
would you
him. I'm
prefer to
just
attack
going to
non-lethally?
Yeah. What I
Okay.
was reading in the book was, or what I read earlier was that you don't declare non-lethal damage. It's just when you reduce somebody to 0 with a melee attack, You
Oh.
can instead choose to
Okay.
just drop them
Perfect.
to 1 HP and
Perfect.
they're unconscious.
Okay. If
So,
that's
yeah.
what you would like to do, then that is definitely up for grabs.
Okay.
How would you?
yeah, so
How do you
if you're
reduce
unconscious,
someone? How do you reduce someone to 1 HP with a dagger?
That's my dagger. I'm just
Well,
gonna.
How do you non-lethally
you
kill
know how
him?
like, you know when like how Raphael from the Ninja Turtles, how he holds it something when he's like fighting his brothers, he like flips it around and hits him with the butt end, and he's
Yeah.
still stabbing that motion. That's what he's gonna do to this guy,
Okay.
and I guess to everybody else here as well. Yeah, I do that to the main bandit guy, and 6 brings him down.
Yep. 6
So
drops
he's
him
now
to the
1
floor.
HP and unconscious.
Yep.
He has now started a short rest, in case anybody was wondering. And then
Okay.
I'll step here, and then I'll use my bonus action to attack this bandit.
Okay.
Angle.
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing.
Oh, wait, I already rolled it. Sorry. Yeah.
Same thing. You non-lethal. You dropping him.
Yep, I'll drop him.
Okay.
None.
And we'll end combat there. As
I immediately start going for this guy.
Griff comes as Griff and Ugric come over, the cavalry arrives, charging their way into the fight. The two standing, well, one who is completely unharmed, the other one who dodged the brunt of the ice knife. They immediately sort of they hold up their arms and they say,
Listen, he just pays me a cut of his earnings for the night, and that's it. If we keep him safe, that's it. I've got no issue with you. In fact, I love Goliath. I had a Goliath friend.
Get the money out of his bag, give it back to everybody.
Yep. Right on it, sir. Thank you, sir. You're most generous and most kind.
and he'll go reach into he'll kind of walk over in front of the downed the main dark guy, and he'll kind of be eyeing you, Griff. Sir, if I may. The Goliath over there said to the coin.
That's a predicament, isn't it?
Would you prefer if we just what do you want from us? We truly no wish for this to continue on.
Sure. Everybody empty your pockets.
Sir?
Empty all of your belongings onto the table right here.
Okay. He'll walk over to the table, and he'll take out a kind of fledgling-looking coin purse, drop it on the thing. He'll put a short sword down, and then that's all I have, sir, I swear. And the other bandit will do the same.
Alright. No. Go and leave.
Thank you, sir. But listen, I barely know the man. And you look over at the guy who bled out on the ground from a throat wound from the ice knife shrapnel.
Take him with you if you must.
Of course. And the two bandits one will pick up the arms, the other one will pick up the legs, and they'll begin kind of dragging him out. As they do
leave
so,
his things here too.
of course, the guy will immediately drop him, and his head kind of bangs off the back of the wooden floor. And then they take off his coin purse, and then they leave his sword on the ground where it was, and they'll drag him out of the tavern, a trail of blood following as they do.
Not even worth a bullet. Shame.
I lead down to the lead bandit guy, and I'm gonna take everything that he has.
Okay. As you do so, you see that the only things he has on his person are a dart, the same dart he was using the entire match,
I don't know.
a big bag of coins, and Just a regular old scimitar.
Can I have that dart, Griff?
No.
Right. Okay.
Just quickly refresh my memory. What have you done to earn it?
Quickly refresh my memory. What have you done to earn it?
I knocked him out, and the other one over there.
Yeah, but I could have done that too. You just
you could
did
have
it
done it too.
first.
Ah, you keep what you kill there.
We
Fine.
return the coin to the people.
Absolutely. Now, Mr. Volkner, how are you going to decide how much coin each one person here is owed? Because what if one person lost more than the other?
Can I see the bag?
Sure. And let's say while you're doing this, someone, I don't care who of you guys, is emptying the bags on the table, and you see there is around, I don't know, in combined total, there's around 15 gold pieces, 30 silver pieces, and 10 copper.
Do it evenly.
But what if the distribution doesn't exactly recompense everybody equally? Some people
better
may
than
play
nothing,
more
right?
against the other. I don't know, it just seems if we're trying to be just here, it seems a little hard, no?
Also, essentially time consuming.
I have
Exactly.
solution.
And as you guys are talking amongst each other, you hear loud sort of footsteps approaching. And you see the crowd has kind of quieted down. And as you look over to see what is approaching you, or who is approaching you, sorry, you see a very large man, almost like hulking in size, approach.
Now, which one of you is asking for Luther?
And you can see standing in front of you is a giant of a man. In fact, one might even call him like an ogre.
Oh, it was me.
Right.
Mind, we are having conversation here.
Oh, pardon my intrusion. It's just not so often that the talent, that's what you are, by the way, the talent, gets to decide these sort of things in the establishment. Now, how much was it that I was paying you? Oh, right, I wasn't. You're in my bar, and you killed my entertainment. Now, how much pieces of silver, gold, and copper did you earn for this exchange of arts?
Well, we
He'll
earned
walk
none.
over. He'll walk over and he'll inspect the table.
Right. Now I'll take my cut.
And he'll make a hand and he'll drop it onto the table with a big thud as he kind of swipes like half of the entire gold, silver, and copper into his right hand.
Here's my cut. Now, as favors for the entertainment, that is, you can have the rest. Feel free to do with it whatever you please. And when you wish to speak with me, when you're done dilly-dallying, you can find me upstairs.
And then he'll lumber off with great big pounding thuds of footsteps.
Some guy, eh?
Yeah, let's get this over with quick.
Okay,
I'd like
I
to step
have to
up
do a
onto a
potty
chair.
break. I have to do a potty break.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get a drink.
Yeah, sounds like a good time for a bathroom break.
Pee pee time.
Ew.
Ew.
Oh, John, your guy really does look like Quan Chi.
That's what I'm saying.
What?
I don't know. I looked up funny bald albino and this came up.
That is certainly a funny bald albino.
I'm back.
Hola.
Brady and I peed outside.
Based? Both of you?
Relatable.
Yes.
Hope you ate asparagus at least.
So it smells better?
Yes. Yeah, Monk is bust as fuck.
Yeah. What did you take that you can cast Ice Knife?
Sage background.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's how you get feats now, huh? Is it like the
The wizard
Magic
initiate.
Initiate? Oh, Wizard
Yeah, Wizard
Initiate, I see.
Pretty based.
That is
Pretty,
kind of
pretty
based.
Nice, but he also murdered a guy.
I
Pretty
defended
based.
you, dumbass. What the hell? Are you gonna complain at me for that?
Man is really a murderer. Goddamn.
Do you want to be saved or not? Do you want to be saved or not?
I mean, we were just
You
having a
will face
nice civil bar
allegations.
fight. He comes in and he starts killing people left and right.
Yep. This fucking guy.
I
The
don't
guy
believe
that
this.
takes it too far.
I don't believe this.
Really escalated the situation there.
You'd think that you would want me to help you, but apparently not.
Nope. We actually hate you.
What the hell?
Yep. I'm sorry you had to learn it this way.
We're plotting to tie you down and take advantage of you one by one.
I expected that.
Why do you think we're going to a dark, abandoned underground city?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope there will be some sexy time.
We'll bang.
We'll bang, okay?
I will bang you.
We'll bang, okay?
And then we'll bring in the old OnlyFans chick you talk to step on your balls.
Why do you insist upon her being a prostitute?
Because it's funny.
It's canon now, John.
Can a man not find love?
No. Not you. Not a fucking filthy Goliath.
What the hell?
You heard me?
We're like
You did.
crabs in the barrel. We pull you down when you try to get up.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Literally my whole life story.
Facts. What do you say?
They said that they're crabs in the bucket pulling me down, and I said, yeah, that's my whole life story with you people.
Whoa, when do I pull you down?
By being mean to me.
We hate you. It's okay.
Why can't you be like Luigi Mangione?
He's a fucking murderer.
Calling the kettle black.
What did I do?
You murdered the bandit.
I defended you from him. The fight you retard started.
You escalated a situation.
You were already
that was being
fighting.
perfectly handled.
You were already fighting. What do you want me to do next time? You want me to not defend you guys? I thought I was being a good party member. That's okay. I'll let you die next time. I know you weren't gonna kill him. That was a TPK in the making.
No. No.
Oh, indeed. Oh, indeed it was.
No.
No, it was being resolved internally.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. You internally resolve these nuts. You ever think of that?
Damn, I gotta give him that one.
I don't know what he said. I've learned to ignore him.
I said.
He
But
said.
you internally resolve these nuts. Got 'em.
Oh my god,
Yes.
Clarence Thomas heard you say that. He just walked in the room.
I'm getting offered a job. What the fuck?
So based. Elon Musk would like to personally hire you as his sex slave. Do you accept or accept?
Thank God.
What?
What?
Do you guys see that he's buying Wizards of the Coast? Or that he wants to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know. The way like Twitter is being handled, I don't know if I trust him to buy it.
Oh no! What?
When I said I wanted to change, this is not what I meant. This is not what I meant.
Go ahead, Jonathan.
I didn't
Go
ask
ahead.
for this.
This is what you did. You
This is
did
not
this.
what I meant.
It's time for a rebranding. It's no longer
did this, little
D&D.
bro.
It's Y.
I didn't ask for this.
Stupidest shit I ever heard.
Wait, what was the joke? What'd you say?
It's time for a rebranding. It's no longer D&D. It's now called Y.
Oh. Yeah, probably.
And then he'll buy another thing and it'll be called Z.
Just call it. Oh, X and X.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Gonna buy YouTube.
This
call
isn't
it
what I
X
meant.
videos.
All right, hello.
Ah!
Hi. Okay. Where were we? Right.
I just got yelled at by my party members for helping them. I can't believe
I did not yell at him.
Good.
Evan yelled at me the most.
There's no yelling.
Ah!
So did we figure out what we're doing with the gold and the leftover silver and stuff?
Yeah, we'll leave it on the table. There you go. Take as you please.
But that's the. Don't you think just dividing it up equally was just a much better solution?
How many people are
I
in
was
this
just gonna
tavern?
throw
We're
it
gonna have to
into the
sit here and
crowd.
pull out the abacus. We got
Why
gold,
don't we
silver,
fucking-
and copper.
Yeah,
Why
sure.
don't we
yeah.
just take it as a party? Yeah,
No.
fucking-
No, let's leave it on the table. Everybody take what you need.
Wait. Oh, how old is Griff? I've been imagining him as an older guy. How old is he?
Yeah, he looks like to me like mid-20s.
Oh.
When he's in
At
his
least
priest
Abraham
outfit,
Lincoln
though,
age.
he adds some a dye to his hair to make it look white,
Hmm.
and he adds a little bit of makeup to make his up crow's feet, makes himself look older.
Yeah, I've been imagining him as just like older.
He's like 25.
Luther kind of stomps off up the stairs in the corner of the room over here, leaving the gold on the table and the silver, and you watch as some people kind of hesitantly watch you guys, kind of look at you guys. Hang on, sorry. And they kind of wait to see what you're doing.
Okay. Take as you please, and we'll be we'll be out of here. Thank you all.
Hey,
And you're welcome.
Ugric,
Yes.
are we going with you to talk to Luther, or are we not allowed?
He didn't mention anything like that. No, you shall be there. That guy scares me.
All right. I got that same feeling. So
He is freakishly tall.
Well, I
True.
mean, I wouldn't say freakishly. I mean, like he's actually kind of short where I'm from, but you know.
Freakishly. Freakishly. Like
is
he
Luther taller
frightens
than
trees.
Ugric?
Yeah, he's huge. I don't think I did a great job of describing how big he is. He's fucking massive.
What the fuck? Is he actually an ogre?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What are we thinking here? Like 8 feet?
He's a large creature.
29.
Oh,
Mm,
I can't
He's
see.
gotta be more
I
than
can't
10
see.
feet.
I can't see.
Mog him! Mog him!
Mogging.
Oh god.
Oh God. Oh God.
I like that. Whoa,
Stab him.
Jesus, that guy is ugly.
Yes. Hello, Luther.
Volkner, if you would like to drag your token.
I can't see anything. My screen
If
is.
you just drag your token
Yeah, just
onto the
drag it
thing.
on the yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is it there? Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
And so as you come up the stairs, you can see a large, ogre, sitting on a comically oversized chair. And he's kind of has his one leg folded up over the other. And he looks at you with his head in his one hand as he kind of casually stares at you.
Well, you asked for me. You blew up my entertainment. Now what can I do for you?
Leandra said that I should speak to you about
a potential thieves guild that may or may not have the potion?
Her name was Lenora.
No, that's not her name.
Pretty sure Lenora.
Lady L sent you to me.
Lady who?
Lady L?
Yes.
Much better name.
Alright. What do you want?
She didn't. Well, she just told me to speak with you regarding how we could get to the Undercity.
Okay. Yeah, I know a way in.
Okay. She also said that you could give us guidance on how to stay alive there, and those such sort of things.
Step one. Stay away from any of the slimy things that are down there. Anything that rattles, shakes, or squeaks. Either stab it a couple times or run as fast as you can. I used to be an adventurer. It's not a hard job. I grew bored of it.
You know, I can see why. Um, could you show us where it is? And she also mentioned some more um sort of assistance from you in the form of equipment, maybe.
That doesn't sound like Lady L at all.
That's what she said she could help. That's all. That's all she told me.
Well, listen. Either you're lying to me or Lady L has hit ahead a couple times. She never once helped me, and I travelled with her for all my years. So she helping you, a stranger? That's just strange. In fact, I find it insulting that you would make up such a lie about her. But regardless, yes,
No, no, no. She offered the information freely. I'm not lying.
She never once said that he would armor you, give you items. He literally said, "Just go talk to
You know,
Luther at the bar."
sometimes we can stretch the truth. Okay.
I know, and that's what I'm
That's
saying.
what he's saying. Yeah.
He knows Lady L. That doesn't sound like her.
so either way, yeah, well, I can point it to you. But you're gonna have to do me something.
Oh.
Listen, if you had just shown up, not killed any of these people, harmed my talent, I could have just put you on your way. Easy as is.
I defended my friends from them. They attacked us.
You think if I start asking around, it's gonna sound just like that?
They cheated. And
Yeah,
stole
of
money.
course they cheated. Everyone knows they cheat. Only fools go and challenge that man.
Well, oh yeah, they are fools. But sure, what do you want us to do?
I need a replacement.
How long?
What do you mean, how long?
For how long do you need this replacement?
What sort of stupid fucking question is that?
He doesn't mean you. So you want
Well,
us to
if we're
recruit
paying
people?
for someone's time, I mean,
I don't think he meant. He didn't. I don't think he meant it like that. You want us to recruit
Here,
people, right?
sorry. Let me do a bit of translation here. So the big ogre man has now lost a part of his establishment and he wants to replace it. He wants us to go find somebody to bring back to him so he can hire them on. He's not asking for anything more than that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
He
exactly.
speaks common. Seems like common isn't so common anymore.
Listen, we found him on the side of the road. Okay.
Yep.
What are the requirements? What exactly are you looking for?
I don't know. Can he entertain? Can he generate coin?
Okay.
What about an elephant?
What do you mean, old Polly? I heard she was roughed up real bad by a group of, Well, either way, I reckon Polly will be out of it for a bit.
yeah, probably.
And I'm afraid that fine mistress is already spoken for.
By who?
Oh, by good old Gerald.
Right. Well,
We have a deal. You bring me someone who can entertain and hold a crowd, generate coin. I'll point you to your graves.
Okay.
sounds good to me.
Well, you know where to find me.
He'll stand up, and you can see as he does his shoulders are kind of are hunched over. His neck is kind of hunched over, and you can see that he's just barely able to even sit or stand within the confines of the second floor.
Now, if you will, get the hell out of my inn.
Can I ask you one question? If it's not too much trouble.
Go ahead.
Not that I'm complaining, but why was Leandra and why are you helping us? Out of all the people.
Who says we're helping you?
She directed me to you, and
Yeah,
for a couple of misunderstandings, I'm going to help you, and then you're going to help me again. But why?
friend, I'm not actually helping you. I just told you I'm pointing you to your grave.
There's an easier way to kill people.
Yeah, there might be. But you see, with this,
He raises his hands.
I don't have to do a thing. And in exchange, you bring me talent. I wouldn't exactly call it a fair trade.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
And he will say, Namaste. Clasp his hands, bow his head, and he will exit.
Okay. As you make your way down the steps into the first level of the bar or the inn. It's over here, fellas. It's over here, guys.
I know. I want to look at the window.
Oh.
He was going to push him out the window.
As you make your
God, I'm
way
just surrounded by retards.
down the steps,
You didn't do anything.
you can see
Shut
that the
up.
gold, the silver, and the copper that was left on the table is completely gone, and the people seem to have gone back to what they were doing before. There is still a trail of blood that is slowly being cleaned up by one of the innkeepers that leads outside the inn. And you guys exiting the inn?
Yes.
Okay. And you find yourself back on the outskirts of the town as the sun has just set beneath the mountains to the east.
Well, I think we should go back to our lodging at the Adventurers Guild. Don't you guys think? Get on this tomorrow.
Very much.
Probably.
Probably. But let's go do that.
Let's.
Let's go do that. Okay. And as you guys make your way through the city streets back towards the Crystal Scepter Burrow, you can see the streets have died down quite a bit. But it's a warm evening this time of year in this part of the globe, part of Faerun. So there's kind of a warm breeze kind of drifting up down the city streets. And it's just you four kind of clicking and clacking your way down them. Is there any sort of
Can we-
conversation happening?
Yes. Oh, Griff.
Hmm.
The next fight, can you bless me?
No.
No. You saw what I can do.
Which god do you think would look kindly upon you murdering the men back there?
It was a
Saint.
murder. I was
Which saint?
defending
Which
my
saint?
friend.
Or
Yeah,
God.
no,
Maybe you
it's-
meant God. Or maybe you meant God. It's fine.
Do you think it was right for him to die for what that happened back there?
It's not like I can exactly control. So once it starts, it starts.
So you just relinquish any amount of responsibility for your actions once things start?
I'm saying there's a threshold for violence, and they crossed it.
Sure. I'll bless you next time.
Thank you. Can you tell me a bit more about the Saints?
What would you wish to know?
Anything, really. I just realized that. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I spent a lot of time, in the land of the vestigial.
Hmm.
I know a bit about their saint. How about the saint of this area? What did you say your name was?
This place worships no saint in particular, but the ones that it does seem to be mainly fond of is the ones of light, like Charon of the lamp.
Who was Charon?
He was a guy, lived a little while ago, walked around with a giant lamp. Um, he walked around the land doing good things. He was like a traveling vagrant. I guess not vagrant. Vagabond. Walked around doing good things. And people ended up liking him more and more. Doing good deeds. Spread positivity throughout the land.
So, an adventurer?
No.
Yeah, but when you think about yourself, do you adventure for what reason?
Eh, fun. Money?
You do it for fun, money,
I just
lucre.
want to see more of the world, huh? Yeah. Hey, maybe we'll be saints one day too, huh? He gives a friendly little jab to Volkner, huh? Who would you be the saint of?
Oh, yes. Saint of craft making.
Oh.
I have yet to see you make a craft.
I have yet to make a craft.
At all?
Not in city, too busy with time warps and fighting a riffraff in bars.
That's fair. Been pretty busy doing that too.
But
In
you
any
almost
case,
forgot I came here to open shop.
oh wow,
Yes. In any case.
you all venture for um, a sort of selfish desire. You want to gain things for yourselves. He was somebody who's very altruistic, walked around doing good things for the sake of other people.
Hmm.
So
Kind of like you
calling
then,
him an
huh?
adventurer is a little different. No. Oh, sorry, I said you guys. Me too.
So then what
What
do
is
you do?
best for self can be best for others.
Sure.
Well, if you're out adventuring and what is it that you're looking for, Griff?
I don't know, but I'll find it one of these days.
Oh, fair enough.
Did you ever come in contact with the monks, Griff?
Depends. There are a couple of different monastic traditions around. Which ones do you speak of?
The vestigials.
No, I knew one of them growing up, but just passing by through.
Oh.
Didn't get to learn much, so no, not really, no.
Well, I hope we see one during our travels. I want to learn some more.
What why are you so obsessed with them?
It's how I learn how to fight. Do all the things I do. I just think what they, their philosophy is interesting. Mind and body. I've actually been reading a scroll on that, how to separate your soul. Apparently, these monks could do some crazy stuff.
So why can't you? Why can't you separate your soul?
I've tried. It's hard, okay?
Stick at it, I guess.
I take it as slight. Soul is in body for a reason.
Yeah. I think we're getting close now.
I wonder how they do that. Those floating orb thingies. It's kind of cool.
And as you guys arrive at the steps of the circling hall, you can see it's definitely quieted down from the rambunctiousness of earlier. A few sort of groups are kind of gathered still around, talking amongst themselves, getting ready for whatever they intend to do. Perhaps venturing off into the night in search of adventure. And as you step into the hall, you can see the elf from before has been replaced with a with a human. He looks at you expectantly.
Show him our ID.
Are you requesting lodging?
Yes.
All right. I'm sure you know this, but please do be kind to the rooms and to, well, generally the others as best as you can. This is meant to be a place of respite.
Of course.
We will try.
When you are done with the rooms, please just flip over the sign on the outside. That will let us know that the rooms are ready for others, for us to prepare them for others. If that is all, please have a nice night.
Thanks.
And then he'll sort of motion with his hand where to walk down towards the lodging. And as you guys make your way into this large sort of open area, you can see there's like a kind of a courtyard, and there's a 2 stories of like in this courtyard. There's a central courtyard, but then there's 2 stories of like individual rooms with their own separate doors, and you can sort of look for any if that are unoccupied. The ones that are, you can sort of figure it out. I guess he actually would have told you this. The ones that are occupied are marked with a large two-horned two-horned like lizard-looking creature. And then the ones that are unoccupied are just a blank square.
Coop.
Okay, so who's bunking with me?
Why? I don't think we have to bunk. There's
Oh.
plenty of rooms. Do you have... Can you not sleep alone or something? Are you, scared of the dark?
Oh, it's okay.
Make nightlight.
Can you?
It's okay. I'll be brave.
If you... If you really want, we can bunk.
Okay, but seriously, I'm just saying, in a city with somewhat prominent thieves guild, might be best not to sleep alone in a place we don't know. Just saying. You want to take your chance? I get it.
That's fair. Sure.
Whoever bunk with Volkner, I am very tender sleeper. Wake easily.
He's gonna open the door. Is there like how many beds are there in one room?
There's 2. Imagine it just kind of like a hotel room. There's like 2 like single beds.
Okay. Okay, so 2 beds, 2 in each room.
Each bed has
Should
like
be
a like a chest in front of it.
Sure.
All right.
Menugric. If you guys want to bunk together, you guys can. Just keep your wits about you, I guess. Make a good point.
I'll take my chances by myself.
Please, God, let them kidnap him, please.
Real. I want that fucking dart.
Why didn't you let him keep the dart? What? Okay, you're just gonna take his cloak off, put his spear in the chest, go sleep.
Okay. And as you guys are all sort of resting, getting ready to, fade into the sleep, the cruel, cruel nature of this world is the fact that as you lay down in your moderately comfy bed, a bright blue wave of energy envelops each of you, and you once again find yourself sitting in a cart on the outskirts of town. I would be playing the music right now, but unfortunately it is copyrighted and it will mute the VOD of my YouTube videos. So let's just pretend that I am playing the music right now. And as you do this, you see that you're now sitting on the ruins of the cart that you had rode in on with Willie. And you hear a loud kind of crunch bang as someone up front kind of falls off the front of the cart and he screams, "Oh, you've got to be shitting me!" And that's where we'll end the session.
Motherfuckers!
And we thought it was over.
Something.
It's always something.
Always something. It's always something.
I kind of thought you
knew
had the
John
fucking
shouldn't have
flask.
gone to that fight at the bar.
Nope, I explicitly said during last session that the goblin had lost his flask. He had said, the goblin outright had said that he had lost the flask. He had no idea where it was. He only had the soup.
Yep.
Nice.
So just so everyone knows, it seems like there's some stuff going on where I say things and they're not heard. But yeah, flask was definitely lost last session.
Well, you said that it was lost, but I just didn't trust you, and I thought Griff had it because I thought he had been pocketing it. But obviously, that's not the case. Obviously,
I do
that's not
have
the
it though.
case. No, you don't.
He's been waiting for this opportune moment.
I don't think so.
Well, I do have a fucking dart, pussy. How about that?
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
And thanks for tuning in to another episode of Ad Infinitum, Immortals.